may I know from the government agencies who has primordial or primary jurisdiction over the issue of rice? Sino po ang agency, government agency, na may jurisdiction over the issue of rice in all its aspects?
Yes, we have our USEC for the National Rice Program.
It's DA in terms of providing available and affordable is one of the mandate of the department.
DA po. USEC. Kayo po.
DA po.
Yung agency po ninyo. How about its prices? Would it also be under DA?
Based on the Price Act.
About the price of rice, who has primordial jurisdiction over the price of rice? Would it also be DA?
Based on the Price Act, on monitoring and some sort of enforcement, maybe a little enforcement, yes, DA. Part ng DA, sir.
DA pa rin. Hindi po, walang pakialam ang DTI.
DTI is assisting us kasi walang capacity, yung historical capacity ng DA on enforcement, monitoring sa mga prices, talagang DTI ang may historical knowledge nun, sir. But in terms of enforcement, it's LGU and kung may kailangan assistance ng PNP.
Hindi. Nagdidictate po ng presyo ng bigas.
Nagdidikta.
Wala bang concern po dito, USEC, yung Price Coordinating Council?
Meron, sir. But the present administration, the present management, hindi siya masyadong keen on providing SRPs on the price ng rice.
But there are certain conditions where the Price Coordinating Council will come in. Would you agree with that?
Yes, sir. Especially during the passage of the amendment to RTL, nakalagay naman na sa amendment to the RTL na the NPCC can recommend.
Now, thank you. Would any agency know how much rice do our country need? Yung annual na pangangailangan po natin.
If it's official data, it should be PSA, sir.
Kasi dito po dapat tayo magsimula eh. Ilan po ang kailangan ng ating bansa na bigas para masatisfy yung need ng bawat Pilipino?
So if you want the official data, it should be the PSA who will give you the data.
May I know if the representative of PSA is around? Mr. Chair?
May
I know if a representative of PSA is around?
Yes, we do have a representative from PSA, COMSEC. May I get the name of our representative?
Sir, Assistant National Statistician Rachel Laksa and Assistant National Statistician Adrian Cerezo.
Thank you, COMSEC.
Are they here?
Yeah.
Yes, they were here earlier. So may I request the page to please locate Ms. Laksa?
USEC, would you know if we have an oversupply of rice?
We have, based on projections, we have about ending stocks of around 70,000. About 70 days equivalent, sir.
Would that be more than enough of what our country would need for its citizens?
Can I ask Sir Neda to Mr. Chair?
Yes, Director Nieva.
Mr. Chair, based on the PSA preliminary data, the estimate we have 83 days to last for the 2024 rice supply, Mr. Chair.
So we have an oversupply, Madam,
Sir,
of what we need for 2024.
Sir, kasi yung buffer stock, we also allocate that for in cases of emergency.
Yeah, including the buffer stock, would we have, shall we say, an oversupply of rice for 2024? Kasi, I do not know, hindi naman ako ekonomista, Madam. Kasi ang nagdidikdik dito, ang pagkaalam ko is supply at saka demand lang eh.
Yes, sir.
Di po ba? May nagmamanipulate lang sa supply, may nagmamanipulate sa demand, kaya nagkakaloko-loko. Yun po yung simpleng pagkaintindi ko, kaya tinatanong ko po kayo.
Opo. Yung local production po natin,
Now what? Sige.
ano po, dinagdagan po natin ng imports, kaya meron po tayong...
Umpisa po natin, Madam, sa pangangailangan ng buong bansa natin. Kasi ang susunod na tanong ko, ilan dyan ang local?
Opo.
Sir, if based on demand, if local lang asahan, where's...
No, what I mean is, how many kilograms of rice would the country need to feed its citizens in 1 year? Yun po ang gusto kong malaman.
Sige, sir. Mr. Chair, the annual demand total is 15.479 metric tons, Mr. Chair. So, 15,479 metric tons po. For total, kasama na po doon, for total demand, nandiyan na po yung, kung ang concern lang natin is food, 13,974,000 metric tons po, Mr. Chair.
Sa 15.79 metric tons, yan yung para sa buong Pilipinas, di po ba?
Opo.
Now, ilan po rito yung locally produced na bigas?
Yung local production po natin ay nasa 12,090,000 metric tons. 12,090,000 metric tons.
So, yung difference ng 15.79 at saka 12.19, yun po yung ini-import natin.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Yes.
Opo.
And if we have 15.79 local at saka imported, okay na yung ating bansa.
Sino?
Opo, sir.
Yes?
Buffer, yes.
Opo.
Including the buffer.
With importation.
Hindi po, sir.
15.17 is 0 yan.
Opo. 0-0 po tayo pag
15.7.
sa 15.47.
Okay. At this point in time, Madam.
Honorable Romy, Kong Steve, with your indulgence, Kong Romy?
Yeah,
I
just want to add,
Kong
Romy, ma'am, you gave your presentation earlier, right? You said it's 0.82, meaning there's enough supply in the country to meet demand, and you have a point something buffer. So, kumbaga, may supply to meet demand, and you have that 15 or 17% buffer. So why don't you just say that, so at least it's easier for all of us to understand instead of digging into new numbers?
Sir, yung presentation po yatang sinasite niyo was from PSA, but based doon sa PSA data that we gathered, ang days to last po natin, ending stock is good for 83 days.
Ang tingnan kailangan on a month-to-month basis mo minomonitor yung supply outlook natin.
Pero ito po yung two basic factors na magdedetermine kung ano po ang mangyayari sa ating supply of rice. Tama?
Yes, sir. To answer you directly, kung dapat pagkalapit with a certain increment of what we need as a buffer. So 9 days or 15 days equivalent.
Now, if there are, hindi pa pag sumobra ang supply, bababa yung presyo.
Ideally, yes. Ideally, sir, yes.
Yes. At kung tataas yung demand, tataas naman yung presyo. So, dito po naglalaro yung lahat ng mga stakeholders dito sa bigas. Di po ba? Would you agree with me, Yusek? Na dito po naglalaro yung mga stakeholders?
Yes, sir.
And if they play, hindi po magiging stable yung presyo ng bigas. Tama?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Do you realize that? Ano po ang ginagawa ng DA dyan sa sitwasyon na yan?
Sir, in terms of influencing yung market, inintroduce nga ni Secretary yung aside doon sa being sa P29 ng kadiwa ng Pangulo, introduce ng DA yung Rice for All. And we are planning to increase yung intensity ng mga kadiwa stores, Metro Manila and nationwide. Kasi para mahila nga no, yung presyo. Kasi masyadong hindi gumagalaw.
Bakit po? Yun po yung inyong strategy. Bakit hindi po nyo tignan kung saan mga dahilan, kung saan doon sa stakeholders? For example, there are 7 stakeholders insofar as major players in the rice market. The farmers, the milling companies, the wholesalers, the retailers, the consumers, government, at saka importers. Ano? Ano sabi niya?
Number 2 po yun dito sa amin, sir.
Ang volume lang niya is 210 million 600,475. Yung Atara is 215 million 850,725. Bakit magkaiba?
Yes, Mr. Chairman. Ito po ay data po natin galing mismo sa ating actual volume na natag po as inspected. So, ang una po yung... Kasi
when
po,
you say tag as inspected, in-inspect ninyo.
Apo. That's
So,
clear naman po sa atin.
So, ibig sabihin, hindi pa rin nagtatali. Ang tanong ko po, bakit hindi po nagtatali?
Sir, baka lang po may iba-ibang classification ng rice kasi po...
Ha? Nagtuturuan na kayo ngayon?
Apo. Hindi sir, ano naman po actually harmonized naman po but yung siguro yung pagdating o ano kung kailan po na i-report.
Pero in-inspect ninyo eh.
Apo.
O naman iyo. Kumbaga sa kwan, matandang tinali na ako eh. Tapos bubulahin mo ako ng ganyan, hindi mo ako mabigyan ng rason.
Sir, ito po yung ipinasa natin.
Hindi, sa record nga ng customs, magkaiba eh. Magkaiba kayo.
May I be recognized, Mr. Chair?
Yes, the Honorable, Bian?
Yeah, yes, Mr. Chair. We submitted, sir, the top 20 consignees, and it was submitted to the Secretariat, Your Honor, of this committee. So, when I heard about the volume that was answered by BP, it tallies with my numbers, Your Honor. So that's January to
October of 2024.
to November, Your Honor.
Up to
I think early December, Your Honor.
Yung
we submitted yesterday.
Yun po ba yung recording na nasa inyo sa BPI? That's October to December, January to December?
Yes po sir, January to December po.
So from October 2024, umakyat yung BLY.
Sir, as per dun sa importers mismo, we would have to sort it po. Para po makapagbigay kami.
So, alam po ninyo yung, kasi sa record na sa akin, Horizon ang nangunguna, BLY ang nangunguna pala is Atara, BLY ang second, ang third is Horizon. Okay? Tama? Now, meno yung criteria, bakit yung mga kumpanyang ito, yung first three, ay malalaki ang kanilang quota. for importation.
Chairman?
Yes, please, Director Glenn.
Sir, actually wala po tayong quotang tinitingnan or any quantity restriction po. Ang ating pong binibigyan dahil nga po online and kumbaga ano na yung ating pag-import.
So online,
Right.
ina-approve nyo po lahat.
Apo sir, kung wala po siya sir problema about incorrect entries o kung wala po tayong nakikitang mali doon, ito po from the RTL pa naman po, even nga po kahit wala kaming action, ma-approve po siya in 7 days. So, ngayon...
In 7 days, provided for by
automatic. Opo.
Republic Act 11032.
Opo. So kami po, nire-review
Automatic.
hindi po, nire-review natin yan. Nire-review, nire-recommend po ng chief ng plant quarantine and then saka po natin i-approve.
Now, may you know why you are following that provision of 11032 based on Section 9 of that law? Bakit yun po ang sinusunod ninyo? Hindi ba may mga condition kung bakit after 7 days consider it as approved? May no?
Kong Romy, just to inform you, your time has expired. If you maybe request that you wrap up already with your questions.
Mr. Chairman, I will give my time to Kong Romy.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sige.
I will be the next
Sige, so-
to interpret, di ba?
Yes.
I will just give my time to
Yes. After
Mr. Chair.
Yes, since
I'll just wrap up. I'll just continue my
Yes.
line of questioning.
yes, please proceed, Kong Romy.
So that I will not get
But
the
Kong
time
Romy,
of the Honorable
yes.
Paduano.
Before I recognize Director Glenn, may I request from the committee secretariat? We are informed that the Bureau of Customs has submitted an updated list up to December in terms of the top importers. So, para to avoid any confusion, baka we might want a copy. Everyone to get a copy.
Chairman.
Yes,
Just indulgence of Chairman ako. Kasi ang reference namin is January to October coming from the Bureau of Customs. I talked to Commissioner Rubion. He told me that there's a document, updated document, nasa COMSEC daw. And we don't have that copy.
Yeah.
Now, ang ano lang po, ang BPI ba has also submitted to the committee, the actual...
Yes. Comsec, can we show the Honorable Paduano the listing? I think it was submitted by BPI already.
Itong sinabit niyo ba, Mr. Glenn, January to December din?
Apo sir, early December, I think December 4?
Yes.
December 5 sir, as of December 5.
Pero may January to October din kayo?
Apo sir, meron po.
Hindi, napinabala.
Wala po.
Wala. So December, para lang ma-reconcile yung data, dapat January to December. Wala kaming hawak noon, Mr. Chairman.
Yes. So, Comsec, can we please provide the Honorable Paduano a copy? Thank you, Honorable Karaps Paduano. Maybe now hear the answer of the Director Glenn to the query of the Honorable Romy Ako.
Sir, just to, sir, ito po yung proseso, kung paano po sila nabibigyan.
Ang tanong ko po ay, bakit nyo po ginagamit yung provision ng Republic Act 11032 na kung 7 days hindi nyo po inaksyonan, ma-approve, consider it as approved? May know the reason why?
Yes, Director Glenn.
Sir, binigyan ko lang pong instance yan, sir, kasi sinasabi niyo po kanina na bakit
But you have been doing this.
Hindi po, hindi na po, sir. Hindi na po namin siya.
Kailan nyo tinigil?
Sir, yung RTL, I think 2021 pa ho yun nung yung sinasabing minamanage yung SPS.
Remember that you are under oath.
Apo.
Pag nakakuha ako
Yes, sir.
ng ebidensya,
Yes, sir.
I will move to cite you in contempt.
Yes, sir.
So, you are no longer using
Yung RTL provision.
yung provision sa Republic Act 11032. In other words, what you are trying to tell this committee is that lahat po ng online application ay ina-approve nyo before the lapse of 7 days.
Kapag ka po siya ay na-review at nakita pong walang mali sa kanyang mga
That is
application.
presumed.
Apo.
Kasi dapat mong ginagawa yung trabaho mo eh.
Apo, apo.
Yun lang ang katanungan ko.
Yes, sir.
Di mo ba? Now, may I ask, yung po bang nag-a-apply, you do not question yung kanilang mga data tungkol sa kanilang authorized capital stock? Is it not included in their application?
Yes, Director Glenn.
Actually, sir, sa ating license
Sagutin po
to
ninyo ako.
operate.
Hindi niyo po sinasagot yung katanungan ko eh. Sagutin mo yung tanong ko.
Yes, sir.
Pakinggan mo yung tanong ko. Kasi kanina pa ako rito eh, na nag-antay. Ang tanong ko sa inyo is, in the applications of those applying for the importation of rice, tinitingnan niyo po ba yung data ng mga nag-a-apply? For example, do you look at their authorized capital stock? Yes or no?
Sir, pagka sa application na po ng SPS natin...
Yes or no lang po yung sagot.
No, sir. Sa application ng SPSI.
So, kasi nagwa-wonder po ako kung bakit, for example, yung Horizon Free Enterprise, ang kanyang volume from January to October 2024 was 205,691,625 kilograms. Di ba? Or ang value po ng kilograms, number of kilograms na ito is 5.9 billion. Tama? Doon sa data mo, tama.
Sir, for 2024 po?
January to October 2024.
Sir, wala po ako nung January to October, sir. Ang nandito po sa akin ay hanggang December, sir.
Ano ang number ni Horizon dyan sa iyong data?
Number 3, sir.
Number 3. Ilan na po yung kanyang volume na in-import?
163.
Ilan?
163,134.30 metric tons po.
100?
63,000.
January to October dito sa binigay ng customs to 205 na eh.
Sir, sorry. 190,099.45.
190.
Opo.
Yung Horizon niya na.
Opo.
Bakit customs? Sa inyong record from January to October 205.6.
Mr. Chair, Your Honor, we get our data from actual importations, Your Honor. So we just generate the data and then we give you the actual figures, Your Honor.
Kaya nga, ang pagkaalam ko, dapat yung data ninyo na pumasok at saka doon sa request nila, dapat mag-ugma, di po ba? Pero doon sa data na sinabit ninyo, hindi nag-uugma. May know the reason why?
Yes, Mr. Chair. All importations of rice is covered. When the shipment of rice arrives, it is part of the process flow that the SPSIC that's being presented is checked by the field offices of the quarantine offices, field offices of BPI, Your Honor.
There's no mechanism between customs and BPI to find out kung nagkuhan talaga yung pumapasok na bigas dito at saka yung kuhan. There's no mechanism to find out. Eh kung wala, makakaloko-loko nga talaga tayo. Di ba? And I do not see any reason why hindi rin tinitingnan ng BPI yung kwan. Kasi 1 million lang ang authorized capital stock pursuant to the records ng Atara, which was incorporated only in 2023. Tapos siya na ngayon na nasa top 3.
Yes, Director Glenn, would you care to clarify?
Sir, yung consideration po, so isa rin po siya sa documents na check before po sila mabigyan ng license to operate yung ating mga importer. So, yun po yung license to operate, it's done before even po siya mag-operate pa.
Kanina, sinabi mo, hindi nyo chinecheck.
Sir, ang sinabi ko po kanina is during the application po. Hindi na po siya kasama doon sa mga...
When do you check it?
During the registration po of the importer, sir. Registration muna, then bibigyan sila ng license to operate, and then mag-a-apply na po sila online.
Alam mo, Iho, nag-investigador ako ng napakatagal sa pulis. Kung sumagot ka, parang may tinatago ka eh. From the way you answer my questions and from your demeanor. I hate to say it, pero may tinatago pa eh. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Yes, thank you very much, Kong Romy. I was informed that
just along the line, I just wanted to ask, is the Horizon representative here?
yes, do we have a representative from the Horizon Corporation? Comsec, meron po tayo. Meron tayo. Yeah. May we ask the page to please at least check kung meron tayong representative from Horizon? Okay, so I was informed by the committee secretariat that we do have in receipt a PDF file of the request volume imported of top 20 rice importers from BPI from January to December 2024. It is just too voluminous, so may we request, okay lang electronic muna?
Chairman, kahit summary lang sana. Kasi top 20, mabilis na naman yan eh.
Yeah, sige.
Kasi top 20 na naman,
Yeah.
di ba?
Oo. So,
One page lang yan eh.
Kahit yung,
Page na, pwede na eh.
unahin lang natin si Kong Karaps, please, Comsec.
Mr. Chairman.
Yes, may I just request Director Glenn, can we request an Excel file?
Yes,
To be
sir.
sent now?
Apo,
Please,
sir.
para ma-print namin.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes. Kasi from BOC, what we have requested is from 2016 to 2018. Tama ba ako as Comjet, as in the previous meeting?
Yes, Mr. Chair, but you also submitted top 20 importations of the top 20 importers of rice
This
for
year?
2024.
Okay, sige.
Covering the periods of January to first week of December.
Sige, Comsec, can we please request also a printout? Yes, my apologies, Deputy Speaker JJ Suarez.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chairman, just to BPI, earlier nung I asked a question to them, I asked them if they check kung sino po yung bumubuo ng mga kumpanya nag-a-apply sa inyo at sinabi nyo sa akin hindi. Also, when companies come to you seeking for permits, do you also check on their financial capability?
Sir, there's an accreditation team po na nagche-check.
Yes or no lang?
At sine-check naman po, sir. Sine-check po yun.
Kasi nagtataka lang ako, nung tinitingnan po namin itong mga largest importers natin ng... largest importers natin ng rice. Let's say for example, Horizon. Ang subscribe capital nila, 1 million pesos lang. Kasi lang kung titignan mo naman po yung ipinasok nilang bigas, aabot ng value in Philippine peso of 5.9 B. So that's around 205 million kilograms. So can you explain to me, Director Glenn, how do you assess when a company with a subscribed capital of 1 million pesos is given a permit to import this amount of rice?
Yes, Director Glenn.
Does it make sense, huh?
Sir, again, there is an accreditation process nga po na ginagawa with us sa BPI bago sila mabigyan ng license to operate. And sir, ang main mandate po talaga ng BPI is yung sanitary and phytosanitary concerns and food safety. So sir, regarding doon sa we may not have the expertise to assess kung anong kakayahan nila. Pero wala naman po kaming nakita sa kanilang mga documentation na non-compliant sa aming mandato sa ngayon, sir.
Mr. Chairman, I think we should review the policy of BPI on that matter. Kasi kung magbibigay tayo ng kapangyarihan o karapatan sa isang tao, sisiguraduhin natin may kakayahan siya. At ang kakayahan nun, magbabase sa mga papeles na isusumiti niya. Di ba? Parang bibili ka ng sasakyan. The dealer just won't sell you the car. You have to make sure that you have the bank records, etc., licenses, etc. But it seems, dito sa BPI, parang hindi yata sumusunod sa mga ganong patakaran. Kasi hindi ko maintindihan nung iniisa-isa po natin itong mga kumpanya na nakakapagpasok ng sobrang daming tuneladang bigas, ang subscribe capital po nila ay 1 milyong piso lamang. Hindi po ba nakakapagtaka yun, Director Glenn?
Yes, Director Glenn.
Sir, again, maaari nga po, nakakapagtaka po yun kung gano'n. Kundi ang amin lang po ay ang aming main mandate, sir, is really yung sanitary and phytosanitary concerns and food safety. So sir,
wait. Okay, yes. Answer me one question. Yung bang mga importers natin makakapagpasok ng bigas without your permit? Yes or no?
Sir, ideally dapat meron pong SPSIC. So hindi po sila pwede magpasok ng imported na bigas.
Then, tapos. Hindi sila makakapagpasok kung hindi dadaan sa iyo. So ikaw ang gatekeeper. Kasi sa'yo nag-emanate lahat ng permit. So hindi po ba nakakapagtaka? Ang tanong ko ulit, Director, hindi po ba nakakapagtaka na itong mga kumpanya na nakakapagpapasok ng tunay-tunaladang mga bigas ay mukhang financially incapable, and yet you issue permits to them? Now, how are we even sure that the individuals representing these companies on paper are actually real and true? Do you actually even go through that process, Director Glenn?
Yes, sir. Kasama naman po sa pag-accredit sa kanila, sir, mismo yung pagpunta sa warehouse.
So may screening ka?
Opo.
So nakikita mo sila, nakakausap mo sila?
Ako po mismo, hindi po ako. Hindi po ako nakikipag-usap.
So kung may screening process kayo at may warehouse checking kayo at kung ano pang kakayahan, o di makikita nyo na ang kapital nito 1 milyon lang. Yun ang nakasulat sa papel eh. Kasi kung, I don't know Mr. Chair, but you know, if I was a company to import 5 billion pesos worth of rice, I think my capital should be a little bit of the same amount. Does it make sense? So I'm just trying to make sense of this, Director Glenn. Baka pwede mo akong matulungan.
Chair.
Yes, thank you. Yes, before I recognize, I just like to inform the Honorable Deputy Speaker J.J. Suarez that Horizon is not with us today. But we had extended an invitation. Unfortunately, they chose not to appear today, and there is no representative for Horizon. So, may I solicit
I move, Mr. Chairman, that we issue show cause order to the individuals who incorporate Horizon Company, Mr. Chair. So move.
Any objections? There being none, motion is approved. The committee secretary is hereby directed to issue a show cause order to Horizon, to any member of Horizon. Yes, there's a quick query, I think, lang from Kong Mark Coangco.
Just a short comment for Congressman JJ. Yeah, I'm observing that the license serves as a guarantee to financial institutions. If you get the license, you can borrow the money to import the rice. So that is the privilege being granted by being granted a license. Even if your capital is small, you can do it.
Mr. Chair,
yes.
Just with the indulgence of Congressman Suarez and Congressman
Sige briefly, Kong Ace, then to be followed by the Honorable.
Just a short question in line dun sa question ni Congressman Suarez. Kasi sinasabi ni Director Glenn Panganiban kanina that yung SPSIC, yun yung last what they call this requirement for an importer to be able to import. Is that correct?
Yung SPSIC po, and then pag na kompleto rin po yung requirement na nakasaad doon sa SPSIC, like phytosanitary certification from the country.
So ang BPI is not in any way in charge of issuing permit to their choice importer. Wala kayong kinalaman doon. Sabi mo kasi kanina, merong accreditation. And sino tong accreditation team na to?
Mr. Chairman, if I may.
Yes, please, Director.
Ang nagbibigay po o nagre-recommend ng ating accreditation is yung National Plant Quarantine Service.
So you're not in this accreditation team? You're not there? Okay, sige. Thank you.
Pero they are the ones that recommends po.